This is a proper live game, boys. Eh? We've come this far through pre-season. You've had a great 6 weeks. All right, hard work. You put the effort in. All right, now we're down to the final friendly now. All right, which for me is not a friendly, it's a competitive live game. Ready for Saturday, which is where our season starts. All right.
Okay, boys. So we're in a 3-5-2 wing backs. So natural 3-5-2 system. We do want to get our wide men high up the pitch. Okay. So be brave in that. Wide centre halves, encourage your wing backs to go. Don't drag them into full back areas when it's not necessary. Okay, especially on restarts and things like that. So we end up sitting in the back five, we're playing out for the back five. Don't want to see that. When we're in possession on the opposite flank, go and get yourself high and parallel with the front. Okay, go and get yourself high and parallel with the front. All right, and we really want to see that quick transfer of the ball. It's a narrow pitch here at the moment. Okay, so when it comes inside, can we have a touch? Can we set? And can we go out the other way? And get out the other side as early as possible. Okay, we started to do it a little bit in the second half on Saturday. In the first half. We did in the second half. So that quick transfer, that quick switch of play, and get the wing back away on the other side. Be really positive at the end of it. Okay. In the back three today, we make that tweak. I'll be just dropping there. That's a natural switch up for you. Be your leader today with Mason not here. Okay, you're the skipper here. That'll be it's your club. All right. And you be demanding about what you want from this season from your players. All right. You and Frizzer. That's your responsibility this season, okay? Alright, Dexter's come back in where you left off, she'll be really fresh now. And Jayden been exceptional this pre-season, okay? You've got what you want now, Jay, you've got that support in the wide areas as well now, so let's be really positive, okay? In that midfield, you were brilliant Saturday. You were brilliant Saturday, and you've been brilliant in every session, alright? I know what you can do, and you just play with the freedom, so you relax and get on it. And you were brilliant on Saturday because you ran your own game. Nobody dictated to you on Saturday, okay? Nobody dictated to you on Saturday, all right? Build on that now. Build on that now. Bello, work the boxes. Taggy, work the boxes. Taggy will pick up the more natural 10 on the swivel, okay? And you come and just support Dab. But when we've got good possession, go and join in with Taggy. Taggy, don't be lazy in that pocket. We've got 2 through the middle. I don't need you standing on the halfway line watching us defend, okay? When we're in trouble, come and make that midfield through. All right, come and make that midfield through. And Kane and Jamie saw that partnership early. One long, one short. One long, one short. Someone's got to be coming feet, and somebody's got to be running behind. Don't want to see the backs of your shirts, and we don't want you both coming and crowding either. So talk, mix it up, or decide and delegate that. I don't mind. One short, one long. All right, guys. Move the ball. Work on that 2-second tempo. Don't force the fucking casing. All right. My pet hate, and I've been saying it all pre-season. Okay. Yes, we go forward when we can. Yes, our priority pass is a forward pass. Go sideways, you can't go forward. That's where the goal is. So we want to go that way, but don't turn the ball over. Even when we get in those great areas in the top third, even when we're in those great areas, don't force things. If it's not on, keep it, recycle it, move it. It will open up for you. Don't be impatient. Don't be impatient, okay? These are a side that will get in your face. They'll try and bully. They'll try and con the ref. This is a real dress rehearsal for what we're going to be doing, okay? What do we want out of our season? What do we want to achieve this season? And listen, if you can imagine it, you can fucking achieve it. And I tell you now, I think we can do something this season. I think we can do something this season. And this is a great fucking friendly for us now, to know for sure. I know we're going to be in no trouble this year. I know we're going to be a decent side, but can we? Can we be a side that pushes that top 6? I think we can. But you've got to want to do it. You've got to believe it and you've got to want to do it. And it starts tonight. Because let me tell you, if you can deal with these manfully, we can do anything we want to do this season. Okay, boys? Come on.
Nothing for me, Gaff.
Right, set pieces, so we'll stay zonal and defending. Kane to the kicker, Riley Dabbs at the front of the 6 yard, Jaden to the front post for me. Okay. Get in early, every set piece, alright? It just, with the zonal thing, it's all about getting in there early, okay? Zone 1, 6 yard box, Clarkey, Albie and DDT. Zone 2, penalty spot, Bello and Jaden Cottrell. Edge of the box, Taggy. And then Jamie work the half, okay?
Yeah.
Attacking corners, we'll leave Clarkey and Jaden at home. I don't mind if you mix this up, but make sure you're organising it so that you get replaced, okay? Riley Dav to the 50-50. Taggy, get on deliveries for me. Jamie Slade, the keeper. Kane Lee, Albie Lansdowne. Dexter, Bello, attacking cluster. Jaden, get on that attacking cluster as well. Okay. All right, guys. Good luck. Enjoy. Yeah, listen. It starts tonight. It starts tonight.
Gresley, number 18, James Bruce, has replaced number 7, Jaden Forrester. He's gone in the second half. Gresley.
Come on, George. Unlucky, George.
Hold! Secure it! Garson!
Oh, unlucky. Unlucky, George. Oh. Apple! Big line, Tane, big line, Tane. Big line, Tane, get back in. Big line, Tane.
Final moment, action of the moment. So final score, 1, Coleshill.
Okay, right, so, do you know what, a little bit too much for my liking, that was the last season result, but with a performance as well. Last season we didn't deserve to get beat 3s and 4s, we didn't really play well, you've just dominated the second half, but we've lost 4-1. Remember Stratford and I said, we ain't going to be fucking plucky losers. Everyone will say how well we played second half. Doesn't interest me. Okay, I know we're a good side. I don't need to see you move the ball well and create and dominate possession on a good side to know we're a good side. I've not found anything out I don't already know. So I just confirm what I already know. But we've lost 4-1. I don't know how that fucking scoreline's happened in that second half. I really fucking don't. I really don't. So all I will say is this: that is not fucking happening this season. That is not happening this season. Okay, cut out the fucking silly mistakes. Cut out the fucking errors and the poor decision making. Because that's the only fucking reason we've ended up on the end of that scoreline. First half was a passable performance, but we struggled to manage their midfield. Second half is totally dominated. The shape change. Did that feel better?
Yeah.
Yeah. And on reflection, I'll take a slice of blame because. And there's a little bit of learning here, Tiger, and as well. I'm not digging you out, but I didn't tell you to go and play that far forward. We were in midfield 3. What I said was, if someone's going to drive, it will be you. But you were set up as 2 8s and a 6. And me and Paul have let that run to half time, and that's our fault. We should have made that amendment in the first half. Well, the second half was a good performance, but the goals are criminal.
For you, Dix, a young lad coming through, mate, these are great games for you. You're going to learn a lot from that. You've been away on holiday for a week, you've come back, and it took you 45 minutes to find your feet. You've done well. 4th goal, I think you've got to, as a defender, being dominant, you've got to go and win that facing forwards. In the end, it's a bit of a half turn, hits you on the head, goes across the line, and then from there, I think Tyler's had a good time. The wing backs come through, and no one's tracked the wing back. Pass it in. I don't know whether, in terms was it a cross shot? Was it a cross shot?
No, it's a shot. It just like I saved it with my legs, and then it's just gone out to.
So because we've gone up the other end and we've had a strike, and from the resultant strike that they've had, keeper's got it, booted it down, and then from there, Dex. So you've got to do what Albie does, what Mason does. It's only learning now. You're a really good young footballer. But it's just those little things now when he's there start to be dominant. And I said this to Latrell the other day. You know, you're 6'3", 6'4". You have to start being dominant. You know, they defend as non-league players should defend, and that's what I expect us to do. That's what we were doing last year when you got Moz, you got Frizz. You know, you're going in there, you're going to be dominant. But we'll get there. But I think the performance second half was very good. Some good movement, some bright play, some great interpassing. You know, you don't get in the playoffs 2 years on the bounce, I think it is, if you're a poor side, and they've strengthened. They've got some good players, they've got some good players that's missing. You know, we've got some big players missing as well. We've got 4 or 5 of our own missing tonight that will make a difference. But some of you, 1 or 2 of you, are probably, for me, I think haven't done enough. Really haven't done enough in the game, but others have really stepped up and shown me what they can do in different positions. I thought when you've come on into that little area there, you've shown as well. You know, you've shown that is your area, not out on the wide, straight down the middle. You were lively, you were bright. You know, so but also Aidan, you've come on. You know, you make a difference. Levi, you've come on, and again you've settled us down, and that's what we need to do sometimes. Just settle things out a bit. Taggy got on the board, he was bright on the half turn, driving the players. We got good movement going forward. Sprucey, I thought was good. Yeah, Sprucey, I thought he did really well, especially when out on the right hand side as well. You know, so look, the scoreline is the scoreline. You know, you take a penalty out of it that wasn't. Well, obviously, we've had one as well. You take the second goal out of it that we should do a lot better. The 4th goal, I still think we can do better defensively, and maybe yourself as well. On that, I don't know, but it's just a case. I think we can do things a little bit better, and as I say, I think the 4th goal has come from you. You can just dominate it, win it. Once you flicked it on, it's gone across. It's like a pass to them. It's kept them in our final third zone, and as I say, for the good size, then we'll punish it. And as I say, these will punish it. But great workout, learnt a lot in a really competitive 90 minutes. That was. It was for me. Learnt a lot, and we'll take that now into Saturday. Get some beer and some food.
Yeah, my name's Carl. I'm the manager here at Gresley Rovers.
And I'm Paul Tomlinson. I'm the assistant.
I'm disappointed with the scoreline. Obviously, you know, it's the last pre-season game, and the last thing you want is a dent in confidence. But I don't think the scoreline was particularly reflective of the game. I thought it was much closer than the scoreline suggests. And in the second half, actually, I thought we were the better side, and both territorially and in possession. We bossed the game, created a lot of opportunities and openings, and conceded 2 goals. So sometimes you scratch your head and think, how does that just happen? But we're the architects of our own downfall with a couple of the goals. And that's disappointing, because that is, you know, that harps back a little to last season and some trends that we're trying to get out of and away from, and we will get away from. But performance-wise, you know, it was good, and we're getting into a groove now where I know what we're going to get from the lads in terms of how they perform, in terms of the way we move the ball, we pass the ball, and patterns of our play. We look, attractive on the eye. We're having good passages of play. We're creating, and that's getting consistent now. But I won't say I'm alarmed, but I'm very disappointed by the scoreline. But performance-wise, in a pre-season building towards Saturday was satisfactory. But it's no good playing well and losing. So that's got to stop tonight.
How do you see the club moving forward?
Well, I think the club, there's lots going on at the football club. It's been obviously led by the board of directors very, very well. It's been expanded in numerous different directions. We've obviously got Matt Tolson taking care of the academy and the expanding junior sections and girls sections of the football club, which is fantastic. Obviously the chairman Gary Norton is working really hard to drive the ground move, and along with obviously the supporting board members with that, that's a huge area of business for the football club, which is going to be a game changer really for the club when that happens. And then we have the commercial arm of the board who I know are working really, really hard to obviously keep the club afloat really with our sponsorship and other deals, commercial deals, which are absolutely critical to the club. So what we see is everybody working really, really hard to maintain the football club, because it's not easy. We're not a wealthy club. We're a hand-to-mouth football club, and that means a lot to the community. And on the pitch, obviously, we're trying to do our part. We've taken the club back to the level where historically it's always been at, and now it's a case of stabilising and trying to take it forward. So we're trying to do our part on the pitch, But off the pitch, I can't speak highly enough of everybody at the club, and support-wise, it's fantastic. It really is a family club and a club that means a lot to the local community.
What do you enjoy most about being a football manager?
Oh gosh, it's a funny thing because it's fantastic and it's soul destroying, in equal measures. It's funny because it's a friendly tonight, and I'll be honest, I feel quite downbeat, and sometimes when you lose a game, if you lose it the right way and it's been earned, you can sleep well.
Yeah. But
when there's mistakes, I've just said in our post-match interview with one of the directors who does the interviews for the website, and I've just said I can't work as hard as I work all week, and Paul works for those kind of mistakes that have led to a couple of those goals. It's just not happening this year. But I couldn't live without football.
Yeah.
In answer to your question, I absolutely live for football. It's like a drug.
Yeah.
The manic highs and the manic lows, and you do try and stay somewhere in the middle, which is very hard to do. I mean, you're a bit of a master of it nowadays, aren't you? But no, I absolutely love it, and I think we found a football club that we really, really feel at home at. It's we're really, really happy here, and we want to do our part for the club, and we still feel we've got a lot to offer, and we can still kind of help the club move forwards. And until I don't feel like that anymore, then I've got no desire.
People don't see what goes on behind the scenes. We've all got normal jobs.
Yeah.
And how hard you have to work. Monday to Friday. I mean, obviously, Carl with sourcing players, trying to sign players, bringing players in, and obviously we're working Tuesdays nights, Thursday nights, Saturdays for training.
You do this because you want to.
You do,
it funds your life.
Yeah, of course it doesn't. No,
you love football.
Yeah, that's why you do it. But it's also nice and pleasurable when you can, like you said about Dexter, and you've got a young lad that's coming in 18 years of age, 19 years of age, and you can see these lads progress. And maybe you have them for 1 or 2 seasons, and then they progress and move on up the levels.
Yeah.
There's great satisfaction.
Seeing a young lad come through and get better at his game as well.
Yeah, and that's important to me as well as wanting to be successful for the team that I work for at that particular time. To see young lads come in that you've worked with, you've coached, you've helped along the way, you've given them some little words of wisdom or whatever it might be, and you see them progress up the levels and go into full-time football or whatever it might be. You do stand back and you do think, well, somewhere along the line, we've done good. We've given young kids that have not had an opportunity in the programme or have been in and come out, and then maybe then work their way back in, and you've been, in a small way, you've been a part of their development, and that's good. That's
like
important.
You've helped somebody else.
You want to be successful for yourself as well.
Yeah.
But along the way, if you can help to develop, then I think we're doing what coaches should do and managers should do, which is to develop individuals. Sometimes you get players that are experienced and you can't do a lot with anymore, but they're what you need. But if you've got some young lads coming through, as I say, like George Clark, who's on the right hand side today, who's only 19, 20 himself. You've got Dexter, 18. These lads have got, if they keep developing and we can help that development, they've got, quite a big future in non-league football. And as I said, and if we can help, then we've ticked the box. Ticked the box.
It's really nice.
So today was the last pre-season friendly, right? It was, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. And are you looking forward to the upcoming FA Cup?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's taken a few years to get used to that. I mean, the FA Cup game is the opening fixture. It never used to be like that, and it kind of has felt. It's always felt before now like the FA. It's kind of like one last pre-season friendly. I've never ever felt ready for it before, but this year it does feel like the start of the season. We've had a lot of games, and it feels like it's starting for real on Saturday. As I say, despite the disappointing result tonight, I think we got performance-wise, we got what I wanted to get and what we wanted to see, and it's starting to have a real consistency now. So I feel like we're really ready for the jeopardy now, for the lads to know that it's a result that matters. Tonight felt like a competitive game, but it didn't have any jeopardy. So it'll be great to get into that now, games where the results are all important, and we all feel ready to go now.
Tonight was a competitive game for us. It was a friendly, but it was a competitive friendly. It was all about getting ready for Saturday. So if we can get a result on Saturday now, this result tonight, everyone forgets about it because you've gone into the season, then you started. You get a win under your belt, and you can move forward for the rest of the season.
That's perfect.
Brilliant.
Thank you.
All right.
Cheers, mate.